Hello everyone, it is your skincare enthusiast Hiram, and today we are diving deep. We are talking about something many of us battle. I am talking about blackheads, those stubborn, annoying dots on your skin. For years, they were my personal nightmare, especially on my nose and my chin. It felt like they just loved setting up camp there. No matter what I did, they always came back. It was so incredibly frustrating for me. I remember looking in the mirror so often. My eyes would go straight to those blackheads. They made my skin look, well, not its best. I felt self-conscious about them all the time. I tried so many different products, believe me, from harsh scrubs that felt like sandpaper, to those painful pore strips that promised miracles. None of them ever really worked for me long-term. Some even made my skin feel worse, red and irritated. It was a cycle of hope and then disappointment. This went on for what felt like an eternity. I spent so much money on quick fixes, things I saw advertised everywhere. Each new product was a new hope. So, what even are blackheads? Let's clear up some common misconceptions first, because understanding the enemy is key. Many people think blackheads are dirt trapped in pores. This is probably the biggest myth out there, and it makes people want to scrub aggressively, but that is not quite right, and scrubbing can hurt. Blackheads are not usually about pore hygiene, so please stop over-scrubbing your precious face. You are likely doing more harm than good. A blackhead is actually an open cum duct. That sounds a bit sciencey, I know, but basically, it is a clogged hair follicle. The follicle gets clogged with a mix of things, mainly dead skin cells and excess sebum. Sebum is the natural oil your skin produces. When this mixture is exposed to air, it oxidizes. That oxidation process is what turns it dark. It is not dirt making it black, it is oxygen. This is a super important distinction to make. This means that simply washing your face more, or scrubbing harder, is not the answer. You cannot just scrub away an oxidized oil plug. Well, not effectively or safely anyway. You need to address the root causes. I have a whole graveyard of failed products. Products that promise to banish blackheads forever. I am sure many of you can relate to this. Those super satisfying but ultimately damaging pore strips. Yes, they pull out some gunk, it looks cool. But they can also be really aggressive. They can stretch your pores over time. They can irritate your skin and break capillaries. And the blackheads? They often refill quickly. So, not a sustainable or healthy solution. Then there are the harsh facial scrubs. The ones with big, jagged particles, like crushed nuts or abrasive beads. These scrubs feel like they are doing something, because they are literally scratching your skin surface. But they do not actually get deep into the pore. They cannot dissolve the hardened sebum plug. Instead, they can cause micro tears in your skin. This damages your skin barrier, which is so important. A damaged barrier leads to more problems. Alcohol-based toners were another big one. People used to think drying out the skin was good, especially for oily, blackhead-prone skin. But stripping your skin of all its oil is bad. Section 4. The turning point. Discovering my 3-step solution. After all those trials and too many errors, and let's be honest, a lot of wasted money, I felt pretty defeated by my blackheads. I thought maybe this was just my skin, something I would have to live with forever. But then, I started diving deeper into skincare science. I began to understand ingredients properly, learning what they do and how they work, not just relying on marketing claims. This was a huge turning point for me. I realized my approach was all wrong. I was focusing on quick, aggressive fixes instead of long-term, gentle, effective care. My skin was not the enemy I needed to fight. It was something I needed to understand and support. This shift in perspective changed everything. I stopped looking for miracle cures overnight and started looking for sustainable routines. Section 5. The winning formula. Unpacking my blackhead-busting routine. So, what is this magical 3-step routine? It is surprisingly simple, which I love. You do not need a 10-step complicated regimen. You just need the right ingredients and consistency. Are you ready for it? Here we go. Step 1. Double cleansing in the evening. Step 2. Using a BHA 2% leave-on exfoliant. Step 3. Hydration, hydration, hydration. That is it. Simple, right? But so effective. Let me break down why each step is crucial. First up, double cleansing, specifically at night. This is a technique popular in Korean skincare, and for very good reason, it works wonders. You start with an oil-based cleanser. This helps to dissolve makeup, sunscreen, and sebum. Oil dissolves oil. Remember that key principle. Then you follow up with a gentle water-based cleanser. This removes any remaining residue and cleanses the skin. This two-step process ensures your skin is truly clean without stripping it or leaving it feeling tight. Next, the star player, beta-hydroxy acid or BHA. Specifically, I recommend a 2% salicylic acid leave-on product. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, which is amazing. Section 6. Proof in the Pores, My Skin Transformation Journey. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Hiram, this sounds too good to be true. Or, will this simple routine actually work for me? I had those same doubts initially, of course. After so many disappointments, it is natural. But I committed to this 3-step routine. I was consistent with it every single day. And the results? They honestly spoke for themselves. Within just 2 weeks, I saw a visible difference. A difference that truly amazed me. The blackheads on my nose, my main problem area, they started to look significantly smaller. Some of the smaller ones even disappeared completely. My skin texture felt smoother overall. It was less bumpy and congested. My pores in general appeared less prominent. They were not as dark or as noticeable. This was without any harsh scrubbing or picking, just by following this gentle, consistent routine. It felt like magic, but it was just science. The best part was how my skin felt. It did not feel stripped, tight, or irritated, which was a common side effect of past treatments. Section 7. Extra Power-Ups, Supercharging Your Path to Clear Skin. This 3-step routine is your foundation. It is the core of your fight against blackheads. But there are a few extra things you can do. Little bonus tips to enhance your results and to support overall skin health even more. Think of these as power-ups for your skin. They are not essential, but they can help, especially if you want to go the extra mile for that truly flawless, glowing complexion. Let's look at a few of my favorites. Firstly, consider adding a clay mask once a week. Clay masks, like those with kaolin or bentonite clay, can be great for absorbing excess oil. They help to gently draw out impurities from pores, but do not overuse them, as they can be drying. Once a week is usually plenty for most people. Follow up with your hydrating routine afterwards. This can give your pores an extra deep clean and help to keep that sebum production in check. A nice little weekly treat for your skin. Secondly, change your pillowcases regularly. This is such a simple tip, but often overlooked. Your pillowcase can accumulate oil, bacteria, and dirt, all from your hair and skin during the night. Transferring this back to your clean face is not ideal. Aim to change it at least twice a week, or even more if you have very oily or acne-prone skin. It is a small habit that can make a big difference. Less chance for pore clogging culprits to gather. Keep your sleeping environment clean for your skin.